Hello, hello. Welcome to the Sophie's Choice podcast show. I'm so excited that you're tuning in. My name is Sophie. I am a manifesting generator in human design. If you have never heard of that, you can look it up. I am a psychologist and I am deeply passionate about quantum physics, law of attraction, neuroscience, and anything energy work related, and especially how this relates to being an entrepreneur. I have a deep passion to understanding how that is all linked and how we can use all these different aspects in our business to grow to the level that we want to grow to and to actually live the life of our dreams. Because at the end, it is all about the ripple effect. It's all about becoming amazing moms, living amazing lives, and making the impact that we truly, truly desire. While, of course, also making a good living. Okay, I hope you enjoy, and feel free to leave a review if you absolutely love this episode.
You are, and your miracle will come true. Sophie's Choice.
Morning, ladies. So it's Thursday, and on these days I'm so grateful. Well, I'm always grateful, but particularly in this moment I feel super grateful for this type of that I'm able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, because I feel physically like a little ill, like I'm like I have a cold, and I'm really dizzy. My daughter is in the worst mood ever. The house is literally exploded downstairs. And still I feel very good. I'm like, you know what? There is no pressure. I have all day to do whatever it is that I want. I would love to, JJ. I would love to clean the kitchen today. I would love to, yesterday I cleaned the drawers from my bathroom. Oh my goodness. It is incredible. Like when you walk into the bathroom, even though I cleaned up inside the drawers, as soon as you enter the bathroom, you can feel a completely new energy. And I was like shocked with the amount of stuff that I actually threw away. I was like, oh my God, was this all stored in these drawers? Like literally stuff from 3, 4, 5 years ago. So today I have another closet that I really want to tidy, because the energy is just so nice when you do that. Hello. And having all day to do it is fun. So there's no pressure. I'm just going to do it in our own tempo, hè, Socha? And hello, and see what this day brings us. Tonight I have the second day of the three-day visibility event, which is really fun. I'm really enjoying it. And today I really wanted to share the episode where I do the case study with Nicola. And Nicola is from the UK, and she is a rapid eye. Ja, hij is kapot. A rapid eye transformational a coach. And what I really, really love about what I really, really love about her her case study, well, what I love about case studies in general is that it really helps me understand on a deeper level, like what is it that clients, what are the true transformations, right? Because we sometimes think it's one thing, but then something else comes out. And that was kind of the case with Nicola, because when I asked her about her most transformative thing in the time working with me, her answer really amazed me. And I was like, wow, is that like the power of our work together? I was amazed in such a good way, and it gave me so much inspiration to continue with the work that I do. So without any further ado, I'm now going to share the case study with you. Okay, bye.
I'm here.
Hello. So happy you made it.
Yes.
So I just did the case study with Maria, which was very fun, and I'm really excited to do it with you as well. So what I also told Maria, and what I want to tell everybody listening as well, is I want to do these case studies first and foremost because I just love to investigate a little bit more like what worked for you and what really happened in your business. But I also want to have this really open, authentic conversation, right? It doesn't always have to be about like the amazing sales numbers and everything. It's more about like the ripple effect and what goes on when you actually go on this transformational journey, because that's what you basically did, right? So maybe first, before you tell a little bit about yourself, how did you get into my energy field? When did we first meet?
So it was it was something that came up on Instagram, and it was about manifesting generators, and I'd only just discovered human design, and one of your adverts I think came up in the feed, and it was 3 tips. I think I comment, and then I was introduced to you, and then I joined a webinar, and then it all went on from there.
Yeah. And I think you actually, before we started working intensively together, you started with my Art of Responding course, right? The human design course.
Yes, so I commented for the 3 tips, and then the first webinar that led to the Art of Responding course.
Yeah, okay, interesting. And when was this? Do you remember?
I think it must have been about 6 months ago.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Okay, so tell people a little bit about who you are. Like, who you are, what is it that you do, and where you're from?
So I'm from the UK, from the north of England, and I do rapid transformational therapy, which is more than hypnotherapy, but working with the subconscious mind. Going to the root cause of somebody's issue.
Okay.
Help them live a better life.
Yeah. And maybe it's interesting for people to know a little bit about, like, you started off with the Art of Responding course, which basically is a self-study course to learn more about the responding strategy and the informing strategy of human design.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember so well because I was in Maastricht, actually. We were also, like with Maria, I was also on a mini trip in the Netherlands. And with you, I was also on a mini trip in the Netherlands, because I believe that we first decided to do a healing portal together. And I was walking through the streets there, and I saw this beautiful church, and I don't know, I just remember sending you, like, it has to do something with 333. The portal needs to be like 4 times 333.
Yeah.
So can you, like, how was that for you to receive a message from me like that?
Yeah, it was just, I think because I'd done the Art of Responding as well, and it was about listening to that sacral yes.
Yeah.
And even though I really felt like I didn't want to invest again, I just felt like getting that message from you. I didn't have to think about it. It was just that instant, yes, I need to do this. It's something that I need to do.
Yeah. So we started off, I think, a couple of like healing sessions, and then you actually decided to join the Dream Academy, right? Which is the 3-month coaching portal.
Yeah.
Really, like, to work on your business specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look back right now, and I know you're still in the middle of your transformation, right? But like, if you look at the before and after, like, what is one big change that you see in your business before and after? Do you see something like Maria, for example, explained, like, before her portal, like, her offers were very separate, and like during the academy everything got more integrated, for example, right? So what is something that you witness in your business that you're like, oh, that's like really different?
That I can show up more rather than, and show me more rather than just doing a text post. I feel like I'm very much more confident on just send something to my audience. Yeah, definitely.
So how was that before? How, tell us a little bit more. Like, you call it a tech post, but like, how did that, like, how does it feel now versus how did it feel before? I'm really curious.
It just feels more natural, and I feel like I can have a natural conversation as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be so thought about. Of course, I know what I am gonna. I have an intention of what I'm going to be about, but it doesn't have to be planned and mapped out. I can even just pop on. I still need to do more of that, but I feel definitely more comfortable.
Ah, interesting. So you basically say, like, before it was more mapped out and thought of, like, okay, what am I going to say? How am I going to say it? And now it's like more spontaneous, pop-up kind of post. And does it feel more free, more liberating? How would you describe it?
Yeah, and it more freeing and even more directed, even though it is more freeing.
Interesting. So how does that work? So it is more free because you don't feel like there's such, like, it's not from a mind perspective, but it's also more intentional. Do you mean that with directed?
Yeah, and I think even the Instagram has tied up with what we've done in the Dream Academy as well, where that gave me more of an idea of what I need to be putting out to.
Yeah. Yeah, because you basically did sort of like a contest where you did 30 days, like I think you did 5 days a week, where 5 days a week you would post something on Instagram and I show you, okay, this is an example, this is what I expect from you today. So how did that help? How did it help to have an example of somebody saying to you, okay, just post this and go out and do it?
Because it's helped. You know, like people that I've worked with in the past have always saying, like, you are your niche, and that's never really worked for me. But this time it has, and it definitely has gave me more clarity. And it's, yeah, I feel like I've just been able to do it in a much different way.
Yeah, more authentic way, I guess, right? Or like, okay, I'm just gonna follow the instructions and I'm just gonna let whatever needs to be birthed through me, I let it work through me.
Yeah, still in my way, rather than this is what you need to do. He's guidance, but now you do it in your way.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, and I also remember that at a certain, like almost at the end of the academy, you posted that you sold one of your new portals, because during the maybe that's a big one to address as well, because before we started working together, you didn't actually have the portal that you have right now, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that? Is it 1111 portal, or is it set?
Yes, the 1111. So 11 years of transformation in weeks of like my journey from when I started to now. So that's the idea behind that. And yeah, so it was always single sessions, and I knew that I needed to break away from that, but never actually known how to break away from it. Now, yeah, you've just opened my mind to experiment, like you say. Yeah. Just do it, try something else, and just try again and keep trying until you find the right things.
Yeah, because I feel like that was, like, I remember now, that was one of your big desires. I remember the street that I was walking in. Well, I received that voice memo from you because you said something in the lines of, like, I really feel like I want to break away. I want to break free from the single sessions, but I literally don't know what else I could offer. You were like completely stuck in, this is what I do. I'm a hypnotherapist, like I'm a rapid transformation therapist. I do single sessions. There's nothing else I can do. Yeah. And how does that feel now? How do you still believe that?
No. Now I know that I need to just keep following and trying something else and adding on, and just to keep going with that.
Yeah, I love that. And then at the end, you actually sold one of that 1111 portals. Yeah. And how did you manage to sell that? How did that happen?
Very, very, very easy.
Love that.
Yeah, so I think everything that I'd been doing, following everything that we'd been doing in the Dream Academy, plus then the Instagram of then sharing my journey from me 10 years ago, and I did get some feedback from some people saying it's been lovely to see more of your journey. So then when I put the 11 on, and I only put one post on it, and then she got in touch and said, tell me more about it. So I just sent her a voice message, and she said, when do we sign?
Oh, hallelujah. And did you know her already, or was she a new client?
I did know her, yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't a distant client, though. She's never been a client of mine. No. Yeah, it is somebody that I know.
So just so I can understand, so you basically started showing up from this authentic place. You started sharing your story on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then you did one post about your new portal, which before you thought you could never do because you believed you could only do one-on-one sessions. Then you created this portal, put it online, and somebody messaged you and was like, hey, where can I sign?
Yeah.
So is that a different way of selling than you used to? Like, is that different than how it used to be?
Yeah. I mean, I have at occasional clients just say, "Oh, can I book a session?" But I would never do that without having a conversation. But definitely for that bigger package as well. Yeah.
And was this the first time that you actually, I don't know what you charge for this portal, but was it the first time that you charged such an amount for it, or did you charge similar amounts before?
No, I charged higher, but I thought that I would still start. I didn't feel, so it was this amount, but I charged a third of what it was.
Yeah. Okay, so you did, for the first time, you allowed yourself a little bit of like, okay, I'm going to do it for a lower price.
Yeah.
But you still like made a jump, like price-wise in the...
Yeah. And because it's the 3-month commitment rather than just that one session. Which would be a month commitment. Yeah.
So you basically also changed from people just committing to you for like a month now to somebody who actually says, I want to work longer with you.
Yeah, and totally the type of client that you want to work with. When we met each other, and she said it's an investment, and exactly, I call it an investment anyway, because it is an investment in yourself. But then, just getting those clients is the best.
Yeah, I love that. So when you look back at our time together, like what is the thing that has like, what is like on top of your mind if you think back? It can also be a negative thing, right? How hard it was.
I'm not going to lie and say that there hasn't been tears, because there has throughout the journey.
Exactly.
But so, the biggest thing is getting through those tears and pushing myself. So even like for the guarantee exercises of like really just knowing I've got to do this, getting out of my comfort zone, and now my body feeling calm if I had to do it again, and know that I can. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh wow! So what I love about that is that it almost feels like me giving you guys those sometimes really out of your comfort zone, ridiculous assignments actually now helped you believe, like, you know what, I can do it all. Like, what is the worst that can happen? Where before you maybe were like scared to do certain things, you're now like, you know what, I'm up for the chance. I can do this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely. That's definitely been the biggest thing for me. I feel like pre this, I've still kept small and hid myself a little bit.
Yeah. So if we're talking about the ripple effect, I guess that's one of your biggest ripple effects, like that you now feel confident, like, you know what, whatever happens, I'm up for the challenge and I can do it.
Yeah, yeah, and I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Yeah, yeah.
Trying new things and yeah.
Exploring. Like, what is next for you? I'm curious. Like, what is 24? What is calling you in 24?
So I feel like I need to keep pushing, and not just staying the same like I have done over the past few years.
Yeah.
I've kept on doing the same thing. I know that wasn't working for me. So to keep going, keep experimenting, and keep moving forward and keep growing.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. So, personal question for me, like, what did you like most about me?
I love I love your energy, and even now this is a very natural conversation. I didn't feel nervous before we came on. I forgot that we were going live. It's just like having a conversation with you, and I like the way that you do things differently, which also feels very natural and normal if you're aligned to it. Yeah, so I love that.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I absolutely loved working with you, and I'm just like, this conversation also helps me to, because sometimes I'm sometimes like, what is it that I actually do, right? Like, of course, I see it a little bit, but having these conversations really makes me understand on a deeper level as well. Like, wow, for example, that thing that you said, like, now I feel I can do anything because I pushed myself through those assignments. It's like, whoa, those assignments are really valuable because they really help you grow your confidence.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no, no. And then you're like, yes.
Yeah, because I make you like cold connect old former clients with something. Like, I don't want to do this and I don't know what to do, and just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. And I love the fact, like, the way the thing that you like, your facial expression when I said, how did you sell it? And you're like, oh, very easy. I'm like, oh wow, yeah.
That was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you want more of that. So I love that.
Yeah.
And do you now feel equipped? Because that's something I love as well, because I sort of feel like a lot of women who work with me at the end feel sort of like, well, I got it now, right? Maybe in the future I get back, or maybe hire another coach. But for now, I feel like I know what to do. Do you feel like yeah, I know what to do now?
Yeah, I wouldn't rule out working with you again, definitely. And I even
You're welcome.
think about the photo shoot that you do. Like, I think,
yeah.
okay, like, put that in there for one day.
Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, I'm happy to just for a few months to see how it goes, and
yeah, to integrate it all. Yeah. And that's also, like, of course, a part of the academy. After 3 months, you still have 3 months of integration time. You can always contact me, and in my experience, a lot of the integration also happens in those 3 months. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to say or add, or you're just like, no, I'm good?
Yes, thank you so much. And I know that I'm gonna stay in your energy and in your world.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for this conversation. It was very valuable for me, and I'm like really excited to share it also with the audience. And I'm just like, I'm honored, like, for all of you guys, but like, I am honored to work with you, and well, we'll see soon.
Thank you. Thanks, Sophie. Bye.